Aaron, can you hear
Hello?
us? Hey there,
I
Aaron.
can hear you.
Hey, okay, perfect. So I don't know if you heard us. Hey, good morning, and we appreciate you joining us. I was saying that you and I had some communication yesterday, kind of getting clarification on airport operations and weather systems like this. And you were telling me that, and clarify if I'm wrong here, that each airline is responsible for their planes and other equipment, keeping it clear of ice or keeping them away from the city that's dealing with a weather situation and then bringing it back online when things get clear. Is that correct?
That's correct, Kelsey. And so the airlines are responsible for de-icing their planes and maintaining their equipment and making their decisions based on their operations of when and if they can resume flight operations. The airport itself, we're responsible for maintaining the airfield and the runways and the actual terminal facility. The good news is the airfield and the runways are clear and open and available. Yesterday, we were able to get some crews in to conduct some snowplow operations on the airport public roadways and on the airfield, thanks to the support from the city of New Orleans. And at about 7 p.m. last night, that was ready to go. So now the airlines are working on spooling up their operations. Most of them are looking at resuming operations this afternoon. And, we're going to see that slow ramp up this afternoon, going into tomorrow, hopefully seeing more regular back to normal operations.
What's your percentage of flights that you're getting off the ground today, Aaron?
I don't have an exact percentage, but I can say that after about between 2 and 4 p.m. is when we're starting to see some airlines bringing in arriving flights and departing flights.
And we got to ask you, obviously, United, Delta, all these major hubs, they're used to the de-icing of airplanes. It's a normal, it was a normal Tuesday for them, if you will. What did it take for your airport to have to de-ice? Who did you bring in? Who did you call? What did it look like?
So the airlines at the New Orleans airport do have de-icing capabilities for their aircraft. So that's something that they keep on hand. Of course, it's not something that they commonly have to use. So those capabilities may be somewhat limited, but they do have the capability to do that. When it comes to the snow plowing operations on our airfield and on our roadways, that is not something that's not the type of equipment that we keep on hand to do on our own in-house. But
Sure.
We were fortunate that the city of New Orleans had already lined up some snowplow crews before the storm, and were able to bring them in after and prioritize the airport as one of the areas to get cleared off first. And that was able to be taken care of yesterday.
And Aaron, we're showing images from just how much snow. I mean, this is just unreal, how much snow that really all of the city got. But we typically don't see images like this outside of Armstrong International Airport. So I know earlier today the message was to people to stay away from the airport unless they have a confirmed flight. Is that still the message? And are there any other points that you want people to know and understand before they even consider getting in a car and coming out to Armstrong today?
Absolutely. I mean, you guys have been reporting we got a record of 10 inches of snow at the airport, so that's not something we've seen before.
Wow.
I can tell you that the airfield looks a lot different now than it does on those pictures. Most of the ice and snow has been plowed away or melted away thanks to the sun that was out yesterday and that's out now. What we want to remind people, number one, please, unless you have a confirmed scheduled departure, please do not come to the airport. There's still very limited services available to people. And also just pay very close attention to the directives of local officials and local leaders. There's still obviously the interstate closure, a lot of road closures. So just be careful, unless you absolutely have to take this flight. And, we advise you to just stay safe, stay careful, and do what the local officials are telling you to do.
Aaron Burns from New Orleans International Airport. Can't thank you enough for the update. So once again, you heard between 2 and 4 this afternoon is when you're going to see a lot of these flight schedules pick up again. And just like she said, watch the roads getting there, because not everyone's going to have the same route to be able to reach New Orleans International.
All right.